What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's the first flight of Christmas. December 3rd, 2nd, whatever the heck day it is, who knows? I've just been shooting videos left and right for this advent calendar thing. Welcome in to this Friday evening live stream where we're doing the first flight of Christmas. How's everybody doing this evening? Wow, we have 99 people in chat already, just hanging by a little Christmas thread. Gary Franchi was here earlier. What's going on, Gary? Wendy Miller. Ophidian's here. Bev Porter. That's my mom. My mom. Love you. Wendy Miller. WJK. What's happening, Mr. WJK? The first flight of Christmas brought to you, of course, by WJK this evening. Julie Like. Good evening, Julie. Dave Markowski is here. Chris Miller, OCD Bourbon Bar, is up in the house. Old Man Joe. Chad Sigert. What's happening, Chad? Daily Annual Weekly is here. Adam friggin' Fathom is here. Rob Morrison. Man, oh man. Just a nice group of people. A nice group. Nice group already in the chat. Jeff Perkins. What's happening, Mr. Perkins? Christine Vasco. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Anyone else get a reply from a different ADH? If you see a comment in the comment section that says, hi, reach out to me on Telegram. My name's ADHD Whiskey 1433. That's a scam. So it's just a way that the scammers be doing it nowadays. If I reply to you, it'll say ADHD Whiskey. It'll just be me. And if I ever want you to get a hold of me, it'll be at my email address, ADHDwhiskey@gmail.com. Wise Guy Whiskey Guy's up in his house. What's going on, man? Bob Belkovac, friggin' heck, how's everyone tonight? We're doing good. I'm doing good. Chris Boozalinski, mother friggin' ya, is up in here. What's going on? Bourbon Baller Lee, the Lee man himself. Mark Mosley. Mark. Eminem. We'll just call him MM. Mark, what's happening? Matt Horn is here. Jory Knowlton. Josh Love the name, Josh. Albert, just Albert, says hi, folks. Darth Steve. Chris Martin. I'm just happy everyone's here tonight. What is going on? It's December. It is December, and we are just pumping out videos every day. 1st to the 25th, just one after another. And we'll see how long it lasts. This is the 3rd year of the Advent, and we've just been plugging away. Let's hope that this year is another success. Kevin Hodgins is up in this bee. Kevin Hodgins, how's it going, friggin' Kevin? Little neighbor action. D. Wayne Craft, how are you? Jen A is in the house. What's going on, Jen? Oh boy, Jason Williams. Whew. Elbow pass. Whew. Right to you, Mr. Jason Williams. Mark Mosley. Saucy Shane getting sauced up. What is everyone drinking tonight, Bob? Good question. I've yet to have a sip. Wifey got a little wind up. She's a little wind up in the other room. She usually doesn't get wind up, but tonight, a little bit of wine action. So I was the one not drinking. Interesting. Michael Koo. Drink some ADHD Bear character tonight. Awesome. I love that pick. Glad you like it. Super happy you like it. Thank you for the super chat. 50 degrees in Cleveland? No way. That's pretty warm. Something's scratching at my door. Could be a kid, could be a wind-up wife. Huh. No idea. Oh, thanks, Mom. 42K. 42,000. Now we're approaching my BMI. It's a child. What are you doing, kiddo? Can't go to sleep?
Because the TV is
Well, I'm live streaming, honey. If you need something, ask Mama, all right? Good night.
Mom said it's going to turn it off.
Good night, kiddo. Love you.
Good night.
So this is their fireplace. This is the kids' fireplace here, back here. It's a 32-inch fireplace. During Advent season, I borrow their fireplace and I put the projector in their room and I shine it on their wall. Well, apparently it's too bright. And she's like, it's too bright. Well, guess what, kid? Deal with it. Jeez. Too bright, she says. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Mark Mosley super sticker. What the heck is a sticker? I missed it. It is #1 fan. It's a pear. A green pear. Is this music too loud? I can't tell. It doesn't really matter to me. Just let me know. Just let me know. 118 Woodford Batch Proof. Nice. J. Mattingly blend. Nice. Stupid autocorrect. Autocorrect's the worst. It agrees with it. Autocorrect fixes everything the way it wants to, and then unless it's something super obvious, and it just lets you type a word that doesn't exist and sends it right off. Sends it right off. I see a bottle of bourbon over your shoulder. Love that whip. Old whip Van Winkle. Closest I got, that's the closest thing I have to a Van Winkle. It's the same, it just got an H added to it. Just a bit of an H on there. Placo, dude, blended some Noah's Mill with some James E. Pepper. Jeez, that's a peppery mill. Pepper mill. Oh, you made a pepper mill. Nice. Yeah, she's the best. Little kiddos are the best. 2XO, hells yeah. Hells yeah, 2XO is good. I'm going to, before we get into the first flight of Christmas, local store had a 14-year proprietor, single barrel, and I wasn't going to open it. Then I'm like, what if it's one? Like, what if it's a really good one? And I want another one. I need to open it, right? That's the problem with being a bourbon enjoyer. America. The corks on these, by the way, terrible. Terrible corks. I bought one and it was just leaking right out. This one is a 14-year proprietor Lucky 7. It's barrel #1. So who knows? It's their first one. Their first barrel, 115.4 proof. That was a sloppy pull. A sloppy pull, you could say. I got Lucky 7 all over me. Lucky 7 all over me. Alrighty. Let's get into this, and then we'll get into a 6-flight pour from Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill. Always buy 2 just in case. Not at this price. Not at this price. Yeah, I bought a bottle, and I went into the Walmart, and I came out of the Walmart. I got into the Lamborghini, and I was like, I know that smell. I know that smell. And I went to the back of the van. Sure enough, the cork, it was seeping through the cork. And so I brought it back to the store, and I was like, I'm going to need a new one of these. I'm going to need to give you the old trade job, the old TJ. It does smell really good. That smells really good. Lucky 7 cologne. Yeah. It fades away quick, though. Fades away quick. Ooh, that is a nice caramel treat. I like, ooh, that's a nice smell. Bit ethanol forward for 115 proof. Age is nice. Interesting. I'll have to taste it again later. First sip, I won't be buying another one, but maybe that'll change. Maybe that'll change. Some of them are like, some of those proprietors, the 14 years are like bonkers good. absolutely bonkers good. Like some of the best bourbon ever. Some of them are not that great. This one seems to be is good. It's very good. It's just, I was hoping it was going to be one of those barrels that was like a mind blower. Friggin' mind blower barrel. Let's see here. Well, guess what? It was 5. It was definitely 5. I said 6, I meant 5. It's definitely 5. Definitely 5. It is a Lucky 7 14-year proprietor single barrel. A single barrel 14-year. Slenderman. You're not supposed. Isn't that a bad word? Aren't you not supposed to say that? I'm drinking this peppermint white Russian type cocktail made with Wilderness Trail because I ran out of cheaper bourbon. Peppermint white Russian? Peppermint white Russian? Speaking of that, here, I got this. It's just, I got to. I gotta get it out of my friggin' new air refrigerator. This shit. It's cold. It's called Kentucky Coffee. It's Kentucky Coffee. It says coffee whiskey. 33% alcohol by volume. Made with Kentucky whiskey and rich coffee. I bought it because I was just in a mood that day where I was like, I'm buying something here. And they didn't have anything else I really wanted, so I bought this. A mix of the whiskey cowboys drank around the campfire when the day was done, and the coffee they brewed up in the morning. Wait a minute. Come on, Porter. Put a sentence together. Get your shit together. A mix of the... Gosh dang it. This is why the edits are bad. A mix of the whiskey cowboys drank around the campfire when the day was done, and the coffee they brewed up in the... What the heck? I still can't read the sentence. Bear with me, children. Bear with me, children. I'll show you the pictures in a minute. Sit down on the carpet. We have a story to read, and I'm going to read it right. A mix of the whiskey cowboys drank around the campfire when the day was done, and the coffee they brewed up in the morning. Okay, maybe it's not me. Oh, I feel like it's me. A mix of the whiskey cowboys drank around the campfire when the day was done, comma, and the coffee they brewed up in the morning, period. A mix of the whiskey cowboys drank around the campfire when the day was done, and the coffee they brewed up in the morning. I mean, does that make sense? It's a mix of the whiskey cowboys drank and the coffee they brewed. But somehow that sentence just sucks. That's a terrible sentence. Moving forward, Kentucky coffee is strong, sweet, and smooth all at the same time. Just like a cowboy ought to be. Saddle up at KentuckyCoffee.com. Made with Kentucky whiskey and rich coffee. This tastes like America. It tastes like a white Russian. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. This might be like the best non-actual bourbon. Like this is like $20 some. Freaking delicious. If you like white Russians, I know I said the R word, so my channel is probably gonna get taken down. But dang, that's good. Wonder what's in it though. It does leave a sugar aftertaste, so I'm wondering if there's actual sugar. Sugar, sugar, how you get so fly? It's just a good song. It's just a good song. Am I wrong? Am I right? Definitely hit or miss. Agreed, Jeff. Mr. Friggin' Perkins. Cheers, everyone, says Whiskey Burger. Cheers. Right back at you. No dry weeks this month. Oh man, hopefully I can get the Advent stuff shot. Like if I do 2 or 3 a night, I should be able to have all the stuff shot before the middle of the month, then just edit. Who knows? Probably won't. Mike Catalano Jr., Louisiana, huh? Oh, I could go for some good old Creole. You know what I mean? Some good old Cajun friggin'. Oh man, does that sound good? I am in a calorie deficit. And good old friggin' Cajun sounds so good right now. Lucky I'm in Colorado where there's none of that. There's none of that around here. Old Smuggler, my cheap crap, I like it. Old Smuggler, huh? Oh, wait. Bourbon Junkie says, damn it, I love you. I love you too. I love you too. I love you a lot. Let's see here. Oh, this is actually pretty funny. This is pretty funny because, let's see. Well, just want to see if I share screen, Chrome tab. No. Dang. Whoa. I'm watching Shook watch me on his live stream. Chrome tab.
Oh,
so let's critique Shook's live stream from here. Geez. Let's see what he's got going on. I don't even know which window is which anymore.
Doing the thing where he's
it's a
doing
disaster.
I'm watching Shook watch me on
All I see is... Nope. I can't do it. I'm going to close the wrong window.
Listen,
It's going to be a disaster. I don't know what to do.
I've ever seen in my entire life.
Is this the one? It was. Thank goodness. I was going to say, he doesn't love me. He's streaming right now. But what he was streaming was screaming. Screaming love for me, friggin' Dan. We're over that. Is that coffee whiskey? I mean, it tastes like a White Russian. It tastes like a White Russian to me. Like when I used to make homemade Kahlua. It tastes like homemade Kahlua. That's basically what that tastes like. It's very good. It is very good. Matt can't read or the marketing needs to be fixed. What, am I wrong? Was that a good sentence? A mix of the whiskey cowboys drank around the campfire when the day was done and the coffee they brewed up in the morning. Maybe that does make sense. Overthinking it. Like risky moves in the bedroom, you know what I mean? It's like, should I do it? I don't know. But by the time you've already thought that, the time to do it has already passed. And you should probably just pass on it. Wait till next time. What's going on? Zerk is in the house. Friggin' Cheech and Zerk and Cheech. AB Alec is up in this mother. Kevin Hodgins, our super chat. Bring the family over for some Christmas cheer. We won't make them go to bed early, Dad. Listen, these kids are like they need to go to bed early because they wake up early, and it's just the whole thing. Thank you for the super chat. I love you. You're beautiful too. You are way beautiful. And thank you for the super chat, Dan. I appreciate it. I'm going to get into this flight real quick. I'm going to start pouring these, and I'm going to keep up with chat. I'm going to do my absolute best. Mike Franklin, thanks for the entertainment Dan sent me. Thank you for the super chat, Mike Franklin. Friggin' Mike. Appreciate it. Arizona. Whew. Phoenix, huh? What's it, like 600 degrees there? 600 in Arizona today. Super hokey one. Hey, Matt, having a pour of Maker's Mark 46 cask and smoking a cigar. Anything to cover up the taste of a Maker's Mark. Am I wrong? Am I right? It's a joke, but at the same time, I wouldn't blame you for smoking a Twinkie just to get the taste out of your mouth. That's a joke. Will Zerk. Ron Miles is here. Friggin', you know how far I would go to see Ron Miles? Miles and miles. Oh, thanks, Brian. You're the best. That's super nice of you. Looking svelte? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling good. Every day getting better. Every day getting better. That's my motto. Like Drake said, if you're sitting on the bench, then do you even play? Every day. I have to be careful because Drake says words that I can't say a lot. So when I say what Drake said, I really have to go into making sure that I'm not saying what Drake said. Because if I did, guess what? No more YouTube channel. And it would have been an accident, just repeating what he said. Glass A is going in A. Where's my glass marker? Son of a bitch. Found it. I must label glasses nicely so I know which one is which. A, B, C, D. This glass marker could use a piece of crap. Oh, this one's way better. Way better glass marker. This one works good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are good now. Those are labeled so nice. So this is a Bourbon Flight from WJK, who is just a glorious, almost broke it, a glorious man, sending oh so much whiskey my way via hand delivery courier person. So I'm going to do a little guessing game for these. I'm going to see if I can, how close I can get to proof, distillery, and age, if it's finished or not. Because I have a whole month of guessing stuff, and I want to get good at guessing stuff again. Will I embarrass? And then I'll rank them. Favorite to least favorite. Least favorite to favorite. That's what we're doing tonight on this blind Merry friggin' Christmas flight. The first flight of Christmas. That's what I called it. That's what I called it. Cheers from Orlando. Wow. The last time I went to Orlando, Adam, I didn't have $1.99 left in my name. So thank you for giving me your last $1.99. And thank you for joining my clubhouse, Adam. Very nice of you. Brew Baker Maker's up in here. What's going on, Ernie? Friggin' Ernie, smoking firewater. Eric Baldwin says the motto. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Dan turned over to drunken video games, for what it's worth. That makes sense. I totally get it. Matt hating on Maker's Mark again. It was my gateway bourbon. I'm just kidding. The problem isn't Maker's Mark. The problem is me. The problem is me. So I see. Oh, so Dan's logic is this. Shook is like, I can stream when Matt's streaming, which they don't really conflict. Conflict? That's not even how you say that word. They don't really conflict because he's doing video games, right? But he felt a little guilty. He's like, I'll put him on the screen. I'll give him $20. Tell him he's beautiful. And then forget about him. That's okay. I get it. I'm going to spend that $20 on a hacker from some other country to break into his video game and take all of his 99 lives. I don't know how video games work, obviously. Ron Miles. Serious question, Matt. Have you seen a Rittenhouse Rye barrel pick? I have not. Was at a store when it was being delivered. 4 years, 100 proof, $39, had to pull the trigger. I haven't seen one personally, but I think I have, for some reason, I think I've seen that they exist, but I've never seen one now. On the second day of Christmas, my true love brought to me my reading credentials are dwindling. My true love brought bourbon to me, you son of a bitch. That's right. That is right. All right, we have wanting to ask me a question, but couldn't because just like, oh, okay. All right, I got your message, Bill. Will do. All right, A, B, C, D, E. Let's go in the order he provided them. The WJK order. Given A swirl. Wow, A looks dark. A looks dark. Actually, what I should do beforehand is something extra smart. I still taste sugar coffee in my mouth. It tastes good, but just kind of lingering there. All right, five pour flight. Gonna get into it hard right now. You said Matt is killing the proof guesses. Well, guess what? When it comes to Advent stuff, I'm way ahead of you. I know things you don't know. And no comment. No comment. Thank you, WJK, for the flight. Cheers, everybody. The first flight of Christmas. Love you all so much. Let's get into this son of a bitchness. That's my... Oh, man. I would dip a lot of things in there. That smells so good. Santa, this is... Yeah. That is oaky, delicious. That smells like a drunken Snickers bar. If it were just like encased in an oak container for, I don't know, roughly 15, 16 years. Something like that. Man, that smells good. I don't even want to taste it because it might ruin it. Just based off the nose, I was going to say bourbon, but obviously these are all bourbons, so got that one right. We are definitely we're 12 years plus for sure. 12 years plus. Doesn't smell like a finished whiskey. Doesn't smell double barreled or anything. Oh man. It smells familiar though. It's a bit bready. Wonder if that's Barton. It might be Barton. I could smell the Lucky 7 just to verify, but I don't want to. That's cheating. I'm going to taste it. Down the hatch. Glass 1. Glass A. It's around 100 proof. That's 100 to 107, 100 to 107 proof probably. I'm gonna say around 100 proof. What's buzzing now? Oh, man, that's good. I got a book for notes. Oh, by the way, Matt Olson won the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye from the giveaway for people who purchased my Remus pick, the Hawaiian Punch. Matt Olson, you are the winner of the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye. I did it live on a Patreon live stream. Glass A. Yeah, so that tasted, it almost had like I want to say like a banana bread a little bit, but not quite. Something that kind of pushes me towards probably the Barton profile. That might be, right out of the gate, that might be Calumet 16. Possibly. But I'm not sure. It was very good. Very good. Go to glass B. Joke's on you, it's Pappy 15. So I'm going to be totally honest here. My nose, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Lately, I've been getting a lot of the same stuff off noses of bourbon, and it's concerned me a little bit. The palate has been like pretty on point as far as like distinguishing different flavors. I don't know if I smell something that's like a Buffalo Trace and I don't pick it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. I'm guessing the proof guesses might falter a bit. It's okay. You've already done better than I would. They could falter for sure. Glitter. I'm not doing glitter crotch, DC. Forget about it. I almost said something that was not what I should have said about. Never mind. Never mind. Don't be lazy. Hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Julie. Julie, I love you. I love you. You and Dan are like just amazing. You guys are the best. Hey, Perry's up in this mother. This is my friggin' friend Perry's podcast. Perry friggin' Ritter. I see we both got the memo for Henley Friday. What's Henley? Henley? What's Henley? Henley. Did that autocorrect? Did you mean manly? Because oh yeah, Manly Friday faux show. Friggin' man. We're men. We're men and we know it. Manly Friday, am I wrong? Am I right? B. See, B smells kind of like A, but younger. Yeah. B is maybe more in like, it doesn't smell young, doesn't smell old, maybe like in the 7-8 year range, just based off of the nose. A bit bready, a bit bakery like, kind of like, what's that monkey bread stuff? A little bit like that, a little bit of sticky bread, sticky buns. Yeah. Ooh, right nostril finally woke up. My right nostril hasn't been working forever. But now, little cinnamon roll on my right nostril. No, still not working. That must have been my mustache. All right, glass B. Now, I'm going to put glass B inside this B. Here we go. Coming off of glass A, B is certainly a little bit different. B is more of like what you would call a more, not an average. I think it's probably still above average. It's a very good bourbon, but it's more like a normal bourbon. Glass A was like kind of a crazy, really good drinking thing. Glass B is like, now we're back into normalization zone, I would believe. It's probably 6 to 8 years old. On the palate, I got a little bit of MGP vibes, but also I couldn't quite shake the Barton in my head. There was a little bit of Barton going on in my head. I'm gonna say 6 to 8, right around the same proof. I'll come back to it. I don't believe either of them were finished so far. So no finish on either. But I do like Glass B. Glass B is very good also, just not quite up to the same level as A. A was pretty special. It's Poopy 15. What's your top 3 bourbons of 2022? That's a great question. I mean, so when I do my lists, I was thinking about this today, actually. I don't do like stuff I couldn't get. If I tasted a sample of something, there's been a ton of stuff from 2022 that was really, really good. But like, if I can do like bottles that I have personally received or like that I was able to purchase or was like a gift, or that's a great question. And I really need to think about it for my end of the year video. Things that kind of stand out. Knob Creek 18. This is in no particular order. These are just off the top of my head thinking. Knob Creek 18 was spectacular. Calumet 16 is spectacular. The Lucky 7 14-year proprietors, spectacular. Some more than others. They were single barrels. But I've had enough of them where it's like, those were super solid. So they're all super solid. The C922 from Elijah Craig probably wouldn't be in the top 3, but it's probably going to make a list maybe. What else is from 2022? There was a blend from Bardstown Bourbon Company. There wasn't a bourbon. It was more like a Burai. And I can't help it, but I think that was probably pretty high up there in my book anyway. I don't know about anybody else's book. Oh boy, there is so much stuff. I mean, I've had samples of crap that was crazy, like the Heaven Hill 17 year, insane. Old Fitz 17, insane. There's just so much. The Jacob's Well, from the Jim Beam Distillery, that one, super freaking good. And I almost bought a bottle today, but it's like it's $150 bottle, but the website wants $200 for it, plus tax, plus shipping. Then it's $250, and I'm like, you know what? Do I really need that? No. I tasted it; it was really good. The Hardens Creek Jacob's Well. I'm sure I'm forgetting. The Woodford Reserve Batch Proof is really good. Dickel Tabasco. Ew. Henley is a type of shirt? Oh no, this isn't Henley. This isn't I don't know if that's a good shirt or not, but this is I got this from Costco for like $4. So it's a thermal. I think it's a thermal. I like thermals. This is my Dexter wear. I feel like Dexter wearing a brown thermal. But the shoulders on them, like the shoulders get all weird. I can't. It bothers me a little bit. I bet you the Henleys don't do that in the shoulders. The type of shirt we're both wearing, brother. Oh, is Henley a name brand or just a type of shirt? Because I call this a thermal. That's what I call it. It's a style of shirt. Oh, it's a style. Okay, maybe it is a Henley. I'm so far behind. Jeez Louise, Porter, get your shit together. Rat Brigham Buffum. What's everyone sipping on me? An exquisite 4-year Heaven Hill, specifically Evan Williams Black Label, enhanced with the sweet nectar of Coke Zero. It's the best way to drink it. C. Yeah, see my freaking nose. I need to go into it I need to get like a rinse, like a nasal passageway rinse or something. It might help. I bet you my nasal passages are just chock full of barrel char. That'd be interesting. It's like the black stuff that's on the outside of rick houses. That's what the inside of my sinuses look like. Wow, that's totally different. I was about to say that these were close. Whoa. Jeez Louise. What on earth? B? I just went back to B. All right. Yeah, this isn't going to go well tonight. Okay, C smells older again. C smells older. But it also smells kind of molassesy. Like a little bit molassesy, which can mean some weird things. Like sometimes hotter climates, sometimes smaller barrels, stuff like that. I don't know. It's a bit thicker. It literally smells thicker, like like a heavier weight motor oil. Yeah, we're three glasses deep, and I'm already confused. Ouch! I think that C. Something funny is going on with C. Something not exactly traditional. C is maybe slightly higher proof than the first two. I'm putting 10 years on here, but I think that there might be a little manipulation, a little bit of age manipulation. You know what I mean? It got me thinking the other day. I'm watching like exercise videos and workout videos, and like the way that there are things that the humans do to the human body to like make it work better, performance enhancing drugs, you could say. There's like hormone replacement therapy. There's actual anabolic steroids. There's SARMs. There's friggin' growth hormones. There's things like that. It's like all things that can expedite the process of like enhancing your build or like enhancing your performance. And I got to thinking bourbon's the exact opposite, because there are so many companies out there who want to go the bodybuilder friggin' like, we're talking like the Ronnie Coleman route, and they're like, we need to make this bourbon friggin' like Mr. Olympia bourbon, but we need to do it tomorrow. So then they go about the process. They're like, what type of performance enhancing drugs can we impart on this bourbon? They're like, let's try to use a smaller barrel, hotter environment. Let's add some staves to it. Know what I mean? Let's use infrared friggin' sharks with laser beams. We're just going to try to make this like as old as we can, as fast as we can. We want to make this taste like old bourbon quick. Guess what? This is not bodybuilding. This takes time. The only way to create the perfect Mr. Olympia bourbon is naturally, and in Kentucky or Indiana. It might be double oaked. That might be a double oaked, or that might have some sort of, it just tastes too thick to be a traditionally aged pour. But I could be wrong here. The distillery, gosh. Come on, Matt. Put it together. That's weird. Because, like, it's when I see what it is, I'm probably going to look stupid because that's just the way life works. But in my brain right now, the way that's drinking is up front. It's like a long distance relationship is what I call it. From a long way, from like you're way across. You are at a shopping mall. Okay, you're at a shopping mall, and you were at JCPenney back there, and then somebody else is over at let's see here, not Maurice's. Maurice's would be on the side. We're talking about we're talking about a tentpole store. So JCPenney, and then we're gonna go. Let's go Target. We'll do a mall with a tent pole Target, and you see somebody all the way down at Target, and you're like, oh, hey, that person looks so attractive to me, to you, or to whoever. Not saying it's a lady or a man or whatever, just saying it's an attractive individual, and then you're like, wow, so attracted, and then you get down, you're by Hot Topic or like Spencer's, and then they're by Victoria's Secret, and then you get closer, you're at GNC, and then they're at Bath and Body Works, and then you're at the food court at like Shanghai Garden, and they're at the food court at Whataburger, and then you meet in the middle at the weird smoothie place that nobody eats at, and then you realize that isn't even a person. It's one of those scooters that the kids ride, and you just have bad eyesight. What happened was a long distance on Glass C, it's like I tasted it, and it's like, oh, that's good. But then the closer I got to the end of it, the more I realized that it's not what I think it is. It's different. It just tried to trick me from across the mall. Again, probably wrong about that. Brandon Williams, Jack Daniel's single barrel. Oh, by the way, guess what? Hell yeah! Guess who got a Jack Daniel's single barrel pick coming? I do. Hells yeah, I do. Doing the pick on January 13th in freaking Tennessee. And I'm so excited. Doing the Jack Daniel's Round the Barrel podcast. And we're doing a single barrel proof pick with Mr. Fletcher himself, master distiller there. It's going to be super, super awesome. Super fun. Can't wait. So patrons, look out for a Jack Daniel's single barrel pick. Love this year's Advent. Thanks for the laughs. Oh, thank you for the super chat. And it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to do it. Oh, gee, this is terrible. I'm so far behind. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm just scrolling. Some of my 2022 bourbons of the year are Heaven Hill 17. Yeah, it's amazing. Master's Keep Unforgotten. Haven't had it, but heard it's really good. Angel's Cask Strength. Haven't had it, but heard it's really good. And King of Creeks, which is what I had tonight. Oh, BS. That doesn't stand up next to those. I do enjoy it, but it doesn't stand up next to those. There's not, Mark. I'm sorry. And guess what? I couldn't even think of a good thing to say about who you eventually ran into in the middle either. So I said I don't know. It's just me thinking on my feet. And I'm not even on my feet right now, so it's hard. Okay? I'm on my ass. If I think with my ass, then shit gets weird. Yeah, it is fun when you know what they are. It is fun when you know what they are, Bill. Yeah, you're right about that. Definitely right. What's sweet? Oh, the Jack Daniels thing? Hell yeah. Dude. I'm reading yours. I'm sorry. I get so far behind sometimes because I start to talk, then I start to drink, and then I get back to it and I realize I'm so far behind. You know what? I'll do better now. I'll do better. I promise. I can do better. I can definitely do better. Garrett just became a new Patreon. Your content and humor is unmatched. Thank you so much. That's super cool. I really, really, really appreciate that. Thought you were going to tell us it was your sister. Well, to be fair, there were a lot of things that came into my head, but then you can't edit live streams. So it's just the way the world turns, the way the world works. Class D. Craig Ridenour, you're a sexy son of a bitch, Craig. Come on, Craig. Oh, boy. Oh, man. I wonder if I got the thing. I got it. Where's it at? Can I upload stuff while I'm talking? This is why I'm the best chat reader, wise guys, because I'm like, can I upload shit while I'm drinking and guessing and figure and read just yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna get there. Upload. Nice. That's gonna work good. By the way, tonight's live stream is brought to us by the finest cigar makers on the planet, Alec Bradley. If you find yourself in a cigar shop and you're wondering what you would like to purchase, you will not go wrong by purchasing an Alec Bradley cigar. And if you get home and you dislike it, then turns out you are wrong. Just saying. Then you should probably talk to somebody about it. Maybe go to church, a little confessional. And will you be forgiven? They say the Lord forgives everything, but that's circumstantial. And that's not even the right word to use. But you know what I mean. DMC guy, what level patron for barrel picks? It just depends. It just depends on the pick. Some of them get all the way through. It just depends. Usually they make it through all the tiers, but I mean, none of them have ever. I think I'm trying to think. I don't think any of them have ever sold out before the $10 tier ever. But I'm really putting my thinking cap on here. I think honestly most of them make it through all of them. It just depends on the barrel. It just depends on how many the barrel yield. If I got a Stag Junior barrel with 70 bottles, then who knows? Probably wouldn't make it that far. But this Backbone bourbon pick I have coming, that's the like 8.5 year ish MGP bourbon, 122 proof. There's only 120 bottles of that, but I still expect that to make it through. I still expect it to get to all tiers. Could I be wrong? I might be, but you never know. I was hoping that a little bit of a break would help me here, but it's not. You know what? Part of me feels like WJK is playing a game with me. In like the worst possible time. The time where I feel like everything smells the same is the time he sends me a flight where he's just messing with me. D is a bit barrel bitter. It's a bit bitter for me. D is kind of bitter. None of these taste very high proof. None of them taste very low proof. They're all kind of like, I feel like they're in like a 10 proof range almost. Why didn't I like that much? That might be another like double-barreled something. Luckily, I'm not afraid to look like a dum-dum because that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. Oh, and by the way, behind on chat again. Cheech, Science 88 Whiskey Cream, sponsored by oh, that's right. Thank you, Cheech. I love you, Cheech. Cheech he's the best. He's the best. Tobias got schlammered tonight, keeping it going with y'all into the evening. I like the way you put the C in schlammered, like you're actually schlammered, because schlammered is just SH, right? Schlammered. But if you're truly schlammered, there's a C in there that you can't really hear unless you actually think about it, and you're like, how schlammered are you? Oh, I'm not schlammered. I'm schlammered. Yeah. The C adds the extra bit of schlammeredness. Oh, okay. Oh man. E. Nikron says, what AB cigar for the beginner? Now listen here. I don't recommend this, but for me personally, I like the heavier cigars. Like the lighter smoking cigars don't really do it for me, and I never really have. And I don't think that that's normal. It might be, it might not be. So I can't I'm not like I'm not like an expert in telling which one is the best gateway, the best entry for a normal person. But like, I just went like straight to the Blind Faith, straight to the Kintsugis, like just the the bigger hitters. I mean, that's just me though. I don't know why, but then I went like to like the Prensados, and I was like, oh, I like it, but like it's just, I don't know. I just prefer maybe to, I don't know. I'm just weird. I'm just a weird guy. E. This isn't going well. This is not going well. It's all right though. That's okay. I think if I regroup, typically this happens quite often. I regroup, I go back, and I start picking up different things. This happens. This is normal for me. This is totally normal. I don't even have an order in which I like them the best. This is not good. Richard Bushy. What's up, friggin' Richard? Wife and I watch you, now mom's watching. What's going on? Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. That means a lot. The only mom I know who watches is my mom and other moms. But I appreciate every mom in chat. That's for sure. Oh, I actually said the same thing for what I like. Having a pull of my Prideful Goat 15. Oh, hells yeah. Prideful Goat 15. Hells yeah. Watch them be Calumet 14, 15, 16. No, I don't know. Billiam is always playing games. I think it is a game. TMC guy, thank you. That's really, really nice. Appreciate that. D is a Calumet 8 you hate. I mean, it could be. Can we have an intermission for this flight? I want to see you revisit the Breckenridge bottle live. I don't know where that's at. I was probably unfair to that bottle, by the way. But I honestly don't know where. It's probably off in the corner. It's weird. It says single barrel, but then it says blend. I don't understand. Doing a whiskey tasting with the wife and my ex. Can we live stream that? Can we switch? I want to watch that. Everybody here wants to see that, not this. To be totally fair, I'd pay for that. I would pay to see. I don't know you, Zach. I'm not sure, but I think that would be good feels. You know what I mean? Watching somebody do a whiskey flight with their wife and their ex would kind of be like watching a scary movie when you're expecting a jump scare at any moment. You're like, oh, this is a jump. This is a scary part. You know what I mean? But it's like the entire time. You're like uncomfortable, like edge of your seat, like at any moment. at any moment. I want to see it. Tempest, says Graybird. Tempest is a good one. Bland Aid is up in the house. What's going on, dude? I'll miss ripping your shirts off. Ryan, Matt explains things out loud the same way I think them in my head. I love it. It is annoying. I'm sorry. Joe, I just got on. Can you start the entire live over? Basically, what you're seeing is the beginning. It's terrible. It's all terrible. Savannah, ADHD Whiskey, it's Savannah. Frisky Kitten from Whiskey Written. That rhymes and awesome, and I friggin' love you. Just popping in to say, hey, what's going on? If you're not watching Whiskey Written, they have a YouTube channel, but they also are on Instagram a lot. And they're on Instagram usually on, I'm not sure exactly what nights they do it every time, but normally when I get off of here on Friday nights, I click on Instagram, and they're live on Instagram, and they are like, this is the way I'm going to put it, and hopefully this makes sense. In my mind, it makes total sense. You know, like I used to live in Chicago, and like I'd be like go to like the bars and shit, and it's like we're going to the bars and shit. And then they're like we're drinking, and I'm like, I want a Corona and a shot of Cuervo, and then I did it like 30 times. I'm like Corona and a shot of Cuervo, and then we'd leave. I'd try to walk home. I'd run into the side of the Toyota Prius with my body. I'd total it. I'd have to run from the security, try to get a taxi cab, get a different taxi cab when I got kicked out of that one, a whole thing. Whiskey Written is where you go after that. And it's like, this is it. This is where we need to be. This is where we need to be. It's like, it's just like the vibes and like the what in the world and the just, it's so much fun. I fucking love them. Pardon my language, Mom, but I fucking love them. Pardon it again. That's 2 pardons in a row from my mom to me. And I want to have them on a live stream. I reached out to them. I'm going to have them on a live stream. Just on one of my live streams. They're so much fun. They're so much fun. Eric friggin' Baldwin. I have to charge my phone, so dropping off of live chat. Cheers, Matt. Look forward to the rest of the Advent calendar. Eric Baldwin. Hopefully we make it through the entire month. I hope that we make it. But I appreciate the super chat. Charge that phone. Hopefully you have a super fast charger. And if you don't, you should get one because they're super fast. McWhiskey's here. What's going on, McWhiskey? Oh boy. What's the name of the bottle you have that tastes like a White Russian? It's Kentucky coffee. I'm gonna say it tastes more like homemade Kahlua. That's when I used to make homemade Kahlua with the boys back in early days of college. Shout out Dan and Andrew. Fucking friggin'. Sorry, Mom. We used to make homemade Kahlua, and that's kind of what this reminds me of. It's just like this reminds me of watching Lebowski back in Marquette, Michigan. This Kentucky coffee. They sell it at the place by Sonic, Kevin. At Choice there. You're one sexy looking mofo. Keep up the great work and tear my shirts off any day. I felt so bad about that, but it had to come off. It definitely did. Koval oat, 100% oat mash bill. Oh boy. I've had some issues with oat before in various forms. Oh wow. People, viewers, live chat, audience. E smells like Buffalo Trace. Holy shit. I told you that this was going to happen. I don't know why this happens, but I just went back to E and all of a sudden my senses are awakening. Like the movie The Awakening, except for it's my face. I think E is a Buffalo Trace product. Is that real? I think I've had some major sinus issues or something lately where what used to smell like actual smell smells different. I think E might be Buffalo Trace product. Yeah, it is. That's good. What just happened? Something literally changed in my face. Maybe I said a word that, like, well, I don't know. Wow. Okay. What is that? It's good. That is so weird. The order that these went in made E taste so weird at first and smell so weird and made me so uncomfortable. But then a few minutes later, I smell it again and I'm like, oh, I recognize you. Come on in. Take off your clothes. That's interesting. That is interesting. I wonder if that's going to happen with the rest of these now. It might. That is so weird. I didn't expect that. I picked it up, I smelled it, and I was like, oh, it's like a cherry. It's a Buffalo Trace nose. That is so crazy. Andy, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you, Andy. And, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put my thinking cap on. Thinking cap is... There we go. Now we're ready. Maybe it's the Patty 15 that you can shit on. No. Sorry, Mark. I didn't shit on it. As a matter of fact, that flight, the first time I tasted the Pappy 15 you sent in that flight, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was incredible. But then tasting through the flight and then getting back to it, that's when it started to blend in a little bit more. It was just a palate fatigue thing. It was just a palate fatigue thing. A neti pot? I need to get a new neti pot like every day. Every day. Mark, you're not playing. You're bitter about it. Mark is bitter about me not picking his Pappy 15 as my winner. It's okay, though. It's definitely okay. I see that happening. Robert Murphy. What's up, man? What's up, Murphy? Friggin' Murph. The Murph dog. Where is the advent calendar from? It is from the Minnesota Whiskey Elite. They're a Facebook group. They have a few hundred members, I believe. They're a group out of, you guessed it, the state of Minnesota, land of 1,000 lakes, but not even one of those lakes comes even close to the Great Lakes of Michigan. Yeah, so David and Daniel from the Minnesota Whiskey Elite make advent calendars every year. This is the third year in a row I'm doing theirs, and every year it grows more and more. This year, I was able to have 30 of my patrons pick up advent calendars from them as well. They did 130 calendars this year. 130 calendars. Robert Murphy drinking Tin Cup. Which one? Is it the 10-year or is it the bad stuff? Stag Junior. It doesn't taste that. Does not taste like Does not taste like the high proof. Does not taste the high proof. Cheers, Jimmy. Shredward. Oh, thanks, Shredward. Cheers back at you. That is the name of the Backbone Bourbon MGP pick that I'm doing. Is the Slippin' Jimmy pick. That's the sticker right there. It's a Slippin' Jimmy sticker for the 8.5-year Backbone Bourbon MGP 122 proof. Slippin' Jimmy. I can attest it's not Pappy 15. I only own a 10, 12, and 23. And the 13 rye. That's funny. You want a Tin Cup 10-year? They're good. It's more of a summer pour, I would say. I'd say that the Tin Cup 10 is more of a summer pour, but whatever you got to do. I wonder if I didn't even. No, wait a minute. So I muted my speakers. Did the music turn off a long time ago? No, it's still playing. That's good. This is my new favorite clip. My new favorite clip, by the way. Look out, Matt Madness. This is my new favorite clip. So
in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm I'm going to pee my pants. I'm going to be honest with you.
I love it. I love it. I miss Cam, by the way. Has anyone talked to Cam lately? What's up with Cameron? I need to know. I just realized that I haven't seen his beautiful face in a while. Where the heck's Cam been? Okay, back to the D. Downers Grove, 12 Lucky 7 6-year last run retirement in stock, and the 14-year. How much is that? The Hardin's Creek of it. Like I said, I was gonna buy one today online, but after shipping and tax, it was $250, and I'm like, that's like $80 too much. If it was $150 or $160 plus tax, or like $170 plus tax, we're talking okay. But shipping, and then it's like, do you want shipping protection? And I'm like, are you telling me that if you ship it and it breaks and I don't buy shipping protection, it's my bad? That's my fault? By the way, I ordered some friggin' syrup from Amazon the other day. Some Walden's Farms syrup. Terrible stuff, I know. But I ordered it. It got here shattered. Chocolate sauce everywhere. So I reached out to Amazon and I'm like, there's an issue. And then Amazon was like, there's no returns for this. I'm like, I don't want to return it. I just want, like, it's broken. She broke. Stupid. Oh, man. E is so Buffalo Trace. Man. Okay, so D. D is very oily. D might be actually higher proof than I originally thought. It is a bit oily. It's sweet. It's long lasting. It's lingering. D is good. D is good. It's funny. Like I wrote, I think that the first glass I tasted, Bill, you really, by having me taste glass A first, you put me in like a reverse toilet swirl of just poop. Because after A was so aged, I think, that the stuff after it, no matter how old they were, didn't taste old. I think I literally wrote D was 5 years old the first time through. Retasting it, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Oh boy. D is good. This is very difficult now. Going back, it's like I'm tasting a completely different flight. My goodness, this is hard. That's what she wished she said. Oh boy. Oh boy. I almost want to taste A again to get reacclimated, but at the same time, I'm afraid of it. Total Wine has Tin Cup 10-year collecting dust. Cam is back on the Shire? What the heck is the Shire? Does that mean 183 out the door? Yeah, that makes sense. Hardin's Creek. No, I'm talking about the Jacob as well, the 15-year, the old one. The 2-year stuff, nobody wants that. David Peterson says, holy crap, Utah's beating Usk 34-24 in the fourth. Makes me want to drink more. Okay. That's why I don't follow football or whatever you're watching. Imagine paying $80 for a 2-year bourbon. They're out there. They're definitely out there. There's a few. Heaven's Door, any good? I haven't had any of the I've had some single barrels of Heaven's Door that have been pretty good, but I know that they make like better versions of Heaven's Door. I just haven't had it. And who makes it? John Lennon? No, it's not it. Wow, C is familiar too. C is the one I thought was Trickery. Hallelujah. Wow. It's so different when I know I'm talking to people live and chat and like having other things happening. Wow, it's a different experience. But why is this so familiar? Is that Buffalo Trace too? No way. That's an empty glass. I think C is throwing me Buffalo Trace vibes a little bit, but is that just my imagination? Did I give C a proper SJ? I don't know. And by the way, if you're telling me that SJs are worthless or hurting the whiskey, then you should shut up. Because guess what? Look how fast it goes. It doesn't really smell Buffalo Tracy like E does, but at the same time, it sort of does. All right, down the hatch, Glass C. That might also be a Buffalo Trace product. Dang it, Bill. This is why we can't have nice things. At first I said double oaked. That's not the case. That's not a double oaked bourbon. Is that a Weller Full Proof? Might be a Weller Full Proof. I wonder if C and E threw me off because they're weeders. I wonder if E is a weeder. Wow, this is so difficult. Holy shit. We can do it. We can do it. That's B. I had my 6-year-old do an asthma test today. I had to bring her to the doctor for an asthma test. And try telling a 6-year-old, like, Mike, breathe in the tube as deep as you can. And when he tells you to blow into the tube, you blow into that son of a bitch, all right? And she's like, I totally get it. I'm right there with you, Dad. And he's like, all right, inhale. And I'm like, in we go. She's like, and then he's like, and blow. And I'm like, go. And she's like, and he's like, that did not work. We were there for a bit. We were there for a while. WJK, I have no idea what you're talking about. I wish I knew. That was 5 minutes ago. I wish you knew. I wish I knew when you said that. But I don't. That's what sucks about being behind in chat. Is I think that crap. This is why I need to keep up, because I would have loved to know when he said that for my sake. Matthew Miles with 1T. Hello, Matt from cold and windy Michigan. You magnificent boy. It's an easy word. I'm just kind of not exactly able to pronounce it at the moment. Magnificent. I did it that time. Son of a bitch. I have another contestant from Matt Madness this year. Luke and JP from Straight Up Bourbon. Great dudes. Yeah, I've watched them before. I've watched those guys. And I do need to... I thought about it today. I need to make a list. I need to check it twice. Need to find out who's been naughty and nice. Need to find out who's been posting videos, who's been active on YouTube, who's making videos, who's like leaving me in the dust. Friggin' jerks. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to invite SLB on the channel, and then I'm going to immediately eliminate them and tell them to go to their basement. Just kidding. They're doing great. Those guys are doing great. There's a lot of channels that I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I guarantee you that it will make sense. And you know what that means, is it's going to be a shit show. Every time. Every time. JJ Tink Up 14 years coming soon, or maybe available already. They put on, here's the thing, all right? This is my Tin Cup rant, which I shouldn't be ranting. I should be drinking and thinking, but I'm ranting and decanting, right? Tin Cup, they posted that they're releasing the 14 year, and I sent them a little message on the old Instagrams, and I was like, hey, it's me, Matt. I'd love a sample of that when you release it for review. If I could get a sample, just like a little bit of a media sample, I would love that. And then a few days later, they responded and they're like, oh, well, we are doing some sort of tasting opportunity at our place of residence at the, I'm guessing it's Stranahan's, but like we're doing a group thing. Like we're inviting special guests for a tasting. Where are you located? And I was like, I'm literally in Colorado. Tell me more. And then they never responded. I don't want credit. But you're welcome. B. B is the most astringent. B is the most youthful tasting of these, I believe. I think B is the most youthful tasting. I said what I say on here. 6 to 8 years, 100 proof. It doesn't taste super young, but it does have a youthful note to it. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to put B in the back. Towards the back. I'll scratch my head here. Now what are you... See, damn it. Now I'm behind 5 minutes again and you're laughing. Crap, this is so stupid. Hey, Trev's here. What's up, nerd? Matt friggin' Porter. Happy Friday. Cheers, you legend. Thanks, Jeff. Jeff Mahar, everybody. SLB, they're good dudes. They are good dudes. Oh, dude, same, Trev. Don't chase numbers, chase a person. Too many great people in the community to care about a large number. I'd rather have 100 genuine friends than 10,000 numbers. Oh, I totally agree. I'm right there with you, Trev. Like, rant over. That wasn't much of a rant. But no, I totally agree. I'm also slammered. Trev, I love you. I love you and I love your delts. I love your deltoids. I love your triceps. But mostly I love your eyes. Because when I look into them, I see a genuine, beautiful human being who I feel like I can trust, but also would murder me if I did anything stupid. And that's the type of friend you need. Somebody who keeps you in check. Who's beautiful, loving, caring, honest, and deadly. That's why I love Trev Wilson. Janelle G, cheers at the Bourbon Wrench. Well, he says cheers right back. Hot take, don't like SLB, love Bruiser lately. Everyone's great. They're all great. Everyone's good. How long are the best SJs? Dude, are you hammed? No. Deplorable Raider, I'm not hammed. I don't know. When you read chat and sip and drink, and it's just. I will say this though: once you're in a calorie deficit for quite a while, and you don't like have as much of an intake of whiskey, it doesn't take that much to make you feel a little bit like woo, woo. But I'm not hammed. But I mean, the effects of alcohol make you like elevated a little bit, and that's why I'd say I'm a little bit elevated and happy. And happy that David Peterson said, had my local store order the Sagamore Sherry finish based on your review. Picked it up today. Excited to try it. David, try it. Try the son of a bitch, David. Laura Stafford's in the house. Cheers, Matt. Happy December. Happy December, Laura. Please finish with 2XO so we can hear. That's funny. The 2XO stuff is so good. It is good. Holler. The only thing I do to you is hug you with all my might. Maybe a little smell. Oh, Trev. I miss you, dude. Oh man, I could go for a good Trev hug. A good Trev meeting would be nice. And then Lucas Oppenir, ho ho ho, just got off of work and wanted to say hi. I'm glad you're off of work. Work is the worst, you know what I mean? Wait a minute. Wait a Fred minute. No way. No way. No. Is this happening again? Oh my God. Maybe I am hammed. Holy shit. All right. This is what just happened. I put B in the back. And then I started talking. So I picked up what I thought was B, which is E. And I started smelling it. And I was like, oh my God, is B Buffalo Trace a Buffalo Trace product too? I thought that I was smelling B, but it was E. But I put B in the back. I flip-flopped it with E. That's what happened there. So I'm not crazy. I'm just stupid. Oh, boy. Dum-dum. Oh, C smells good. C and D. All right. The porter order is coming together nicely. Oh, man. Oh, boy. We wanted to come to Colorado, as in me and Miss Ranch, you know, the biggest Matt fan on the planet. So I'm sure we can. Dude, Trev, seriously, we have a spare room that I sleep in because I snore. But it's brand new bad, except for, you know, what I've done to it. Just come, hang out, look at mountains, just come. Just come. Please come. Are you coming? Do you label your pores? Can easily be confused. Oh, yeah, they're labeled. I labeled them with a marker earlier. They're definitely labeled. A through E. Fly fisher. Thanks for all the great videos I've been watching since the Jim Beam Bass video. That was my first video. Merry Christmas from Montana. Joe Montana. Hells yeah. Trev, you already told me you're slammered, so I can't count you in. I can't count you in until 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you tell me you're in at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, then I'll wonder if you drank all night or if you're actually, you know, I've learned that. Who's up for a road trip to Colorado? All right. What about the D? The D here. No. Okay. The D, I said D was bitter before. That's so weird because I went from A to E, then I tasted E again and I liked it. Then I tasted D again after E, and E must have still been on my palate because I just tasted D again, and I'm not down with the D. I don't. Like, the D is a bitter, not... This is so weird. Why does it take me so long to actually, like, get accustomed or, like, acclimated to these pours? If I had to taste through it the very first time and, like, actually say which one I like the most, it would have been a mess. I think the hard part is I don't know what these are, so I don't want to say something stupid. But, like, D, the last time I sipped D, I don't like it. Okay, you know what? Why is that money thing happening? Oh, I know what happened. That's in my timeline for the videos that I shoot, and I just didn't turn off that part of the timeline, so there's a money sound. Josh Jacobs, yeah, right in the back of the throat. It's not that cold. Andy, actually, it was warm in here. I had my little electric heater on in here that just sucks all the electricity, so it was nice and warm in here. Why was I so? So B and D. It's funny. I changed the age on D like 3 times now. But I don't think it's that proof either. I think it's... I don't know. All right. I think I have an order. Pretty sure I have an order here. Let me take one more sip of water and then drain the D. That's probably a good idea, actually. It's probably a very good idea. Probably a very good idea.
So in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm gonna pee my pants. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Thank you for that advice. That was definitely what we needed to do. For sure.
This is not good.
It's not. I miss Cam. I don't like that, WJK. I do not like that. Favorite palette notes that make it's not really a note thing. It's like what I enjoy the entire experience. So it's like it can't taste super young. Like if it's grassy, if it's grainy, if it's young bourbon, like that's gonna take a hit. It has to like those flavors, those super young flavors have to be gone. From there, like it's the experience. Like how does it coat the mouth? Like what does it do once it enters the palate? Like does it coat the mouth really well? Is it complex? Does it change flavors? After you swallow it, like is it there and lingering? Does it like stick around a bit? I do love oak. I do love dark fruits. I like dates and like black cherry. Just like the darker, more aged bourbon notes I like the most. But it doesn't have to have those notes to be great. He loved that you don't just give everything positive reviews. Who's he? I'm totally good. Toshibake, happy Friday. My manager also enjoys bourbon and mentioned that there's this really funny guy he saw a bourbon video from YouTube. Asked him, Matt Porter ADHD whiskey? He was surprised by my answer, but yes, it was you. That's hilarious. That's really funny. That makes me giggle. Mahar. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Mike Wiedner showed up. You know what I always say? Cameron's here. Yeah, Cam. Yeah, science. Cameron, can we do a live stream together soon, please? Can we do? I have an idea. Cameron, listen. I don't know how busy you are this December. I think you might be busy because you're just not like around. I haven't seen you around, unless I'm busy and I haven't seen you around. But listen. After doing this flight tonight, this is a very terrible idea because this is not going well for me. But Matt versus Cam, Shelf Turds host it, and it's called A Very Merry Matt Madness. Cam versus Matt, just have a little one-on-one, just for fun. You know what I mean? I think that'd be a great time. But I know you're busy. You're probably playing Jingle Bells for like, I don't know, all the people in Beverly Hills or whatever you do. You're probably like, you are the little drummer boy, and I friggin' love you. I love you, Cameron. You're the best. You were able to get a castle and key, debating whether to open it or hold on to it since it's batch 2. Can you return it? Are you able to return that or no? I don't know if there's any benefit to holding on to it or opening it, to be fair. That's really rude of me to say. But at the same time, I mean it. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the castle and key stuff. Does not. A very a very merry Matt. Dude, that'd be so much fun. I love you, Cam. That'd be fun. We could even invite Trev to do stuff. No, you won't. You certainly will not. You son of a bitch. I love you, but this is rough. This is rough for me. Cameron's got a whole life. Cameron's got a life, a wife. He plays music. He's teaching classes. He's basically a professor of music or something. I don't know. All right. I'm going to taste. I haven't tasted Ace Okay. I mean, that's phenomenal. All right. I do have an order. I'm not sure. I said I was going to write down what everything was, what I thought they were. I mean, we'll go through it, but it's fine. My last place was glass. My order went from last to first, D, B, C, E, A. I was all over the place tonight. I definitely was. But that's all right. Where is... Oh boy. There's a problem. I do have a problem. No, I don't. It was right in front of me the whole time. Flight 2 key. Each sample answer separately sealed. You know what, Bill? You are pretty awesome. And I do appreciate you. Thank you very much. And I would accept a flight from you anytime. But if you send me a Cameron a flight, I want you to send him stuff that's wrong. All right. Here we go. It is the Porter order, and this is usually where I get embarrassed because I'm dumb. That's fine. After retasting them back and forth, I really thought that D and B were a bit bitter. Where did I put my notes at? Did I bring them to the bathroom? Nope, they're on the floor. Found them. D, a little bitter. I said, so the proof thing is a bit weird too because I changed the proof so many times. Boy. Well, yeah. No, I don't like D. That is so... No. D, I say, is... Fuck. Why did I even have that in consideration for something I liked? D is bitter. It's younger. It's not... I don't like that. I'll say it's 5 years old. It's 5 years old. It's I put 100 proof. It might be lower than that. I'll say 5 years old, 98 proof. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a sourced Barton. Sourced Barton. I don't know. It's weird. Here's D. Dang it. D. So my proof is okay. My proof meter is broken tonight. But this makes sense because I'm not a huge fan of this. But also doesn't make sense because definitely not Barton. Weirdly, I didn't pick up on what I would normally pick. This is Booker's 2022-03 T batch. So 7 years old, 126.5 proof. I was off on everything. I was close enough. I was closest on the age, and I was closest on the I don't like it. I don't love Booker's. Booker's throws me for an icky loop every time. Every time. So there's that. Jeez Louise. I took another sip of A, David. I did. I found the notebook. I did find the notebook. This is interesting now. Now that I know what D is, that just screws me up completely. Well, Cam, so to be fair, dude, like I haven't been doing a ton of flights at all. And if you were to rewatch this, I've been all over the place. I have been all over the place. But no, I I did not get like normally Booker's to me is like oh, that's peanut oil. I don't really get peanut oil and corn, and Booker's is like a Maker's Mark to me. It's one of those things where I normally get it. But no, I think that I don't think it's that much like that peanut oily. It's just a bit bitter and not great to me. Weird. All right. So in fourth place was B. Where are my notes? Oh. So I'm guessing my proof is way the hell off because I guess this one was around 100 proof too. I said 6 to 8 years, so I guess we'll say 7. We'll say 7 years. What does that say? I literally wrote a word that I do not know what it means. No fin? No. No. Nof? I don't know what that says. Oh, it's not finished. You know what? This is funny. I think I'm totally wrong about B. I just tasted B and smelled it again after I said no. I think I know what B is. I think, oh boy. All right. Well, if Shane Long is in chat, he'll get a good kick out of this. I think B is my apple brandy finished Nulu. So like what, 120 per? I think B is my apple brandy finished Nulu. Son of a bitch. Because I just went back to it and it tasted. I think that's what that is. It is in fourth place. What the fuck? No. Okay. Whatever I say from here on out in this flight, grain of salt, because holy, I am so far off. This isn't even funny. This is a bourbon, a barrel bourbon, batch number 30, 5 years old, which in my notes I said 6 to 8, 100 proof, MGP or 1792. That's what I said. I think batch 30 is a blend of different states. Maybe I should just stick with my first instincts instead of overthinking stuff. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there probably is some Tennessee whiskey in there. There's probably some Tennessee whiskey in that barrel blend, which had me wondering if it was my apple brandy finished New Luke, since Shane said it tasted like Dickel. I got worried for a second. But that's what that is. It's batch 30 of barrel bourbon. So there must be some Tennessee whiskey in that blend. There must be, I would say. Dude, I completely understand how you'd say a barrel blend tastes like your freaking apples pick. Because it tastes like Dickel. That's probably it. No finish. It's not finished. All right. Let's do third place. Third place was Glass C. And Glass C, what did I scratch out? I said 100, so my proof meter's far gone. 110 proof. The first thing I thought was it was double oaked. I said it was like staring across the mall from somebody. But then when I retasted it, I thought maybe it was a Buffalo Trace product. And what I came to, I mean, this doesn't make any sense. My final guess was a Weller Foolproof pick. Or Weller Foolproof. Buffalo Trace Distillery, 110 proof is my guess, but I mean, if it's Weller Foolproof, it would be 114. So I said it tasted 110, Buffalo Trace, and it tastes around 10 years old. It tastes like, if I had to actually, listen, let's do this. If I had to take my guess and then take my guess and mix the guesses together, I would say it said 110 proof, 10 years old, Buffalo Trace Distillery, Weller Foolproof. So that means 10-year-old, 110 proof, Buffalo Trace Distillery, weeded mash bill. Is it Old Rip 10 year? That'd be 107 proof, 10-year-old weeded mash bill from Buffalo Trace Distillery. Let's see how wrong I am here. This is C. C is Son of Four Fucks. I'm sorry, Mom. Oh boy. Oh, why do I do this live? Oh boy. Old Carter single barrel, number 21, 14 year, 123.2 proof. Tell me it's from Kentucky. Tell me it's a Kentucky bourbon. It is a 14-year-old Kentucky bourbon. That tastes... Bill, does that taste like Buffalo Trace to you? That is so weird. Does that taste like Buffalo Trace to you? So Old Carter came in third place. Boy, oh boy. Knowing what the results are before Matt guesses, this is way. Oh, you know what the results are? That sucks. For me. Just getting here, wanted to say thanks for not yelling over your lives like others. You always have mellow videos, and I dig it. Brandon Lovering. There are people who don't like it. I was thinking about making an Advent video this year that says the dollar thing again. The video you've all asked for, which is like, I take the camera and I put it on the other side of the room, so it's way zoomed out and I'm standing up, so I'm not so close to the camera, and I'm just yelling. Hi, everybody. Is this video gonna suck or are you gonna like it? You'll find out in the end. And then, like, I yell at the camera. I'm across the room. I'm standing up. What do people bitch about? Oh, I don't talk in a stupid voice, and I don't make jokes. Jokes are bad, okay? Taste the whiskey, or I treat the whiskey gently. I just do everything that everyone has always said I should do when making a whiskey video, just to see what it looks like. So I appreciate you appreciating my tone. My wife and children also appreciate it since they're sleeping. Jeez, I don't know. I guess we'll get on to the last two. It is much more viscous. It's very viscous. That's what I was saying. When I said Weller Foolproof pick, in my mind, I was like, it's so much thicker than that. Like, I was so... If it was a Weller Foolproof pick, it would have been like, you know, a crazy... I didn't know where to go with it. Anywho, no, Shook is the best. Shook is the best. All right, let's get into the last two. So this is funny. Glass E, I put in second place, but it could be flip-flopped with A. I'm not sure. I put A. I think A is the oldest. I loved A right out of the gate. E was the final pour and was the one that I really had to come around to. But when I came around to it, I realized it was really good, and I thought that E was for sure a Buffalo Trace product. If E is not a Buffalo Trace product, then just bury me next to Grease in the world of Whiskey Tube, because we both suck. Class E is in second place, and it is... By the way, I love Grease. That was a joke. But Cameron literally killed him in Mad Madness. E is... Fucking thank God. Stag Jr. And whoever said it was Stag Junior when I tasted it at first and I said it didn't have enough proof, that's because my proof meter was way the hell off. Why didn't I taste, these all tasted so light? That's so weird. Maybe it was the coffee whiskey that just threw me off. Batch 17, huh? Thank you, friggin' Bill. I haven't had that. That's really, really good. That is really, really good. So Stag Junior Batch 17 came in second place. So we're gonna have to do the final order to see if the porter order was correct in the end or not, because I want to see what my order was. B. Where was D? Where did I put the D? I can't even remember what D was. Somebody will have to remind me. Okay, so the winner, Class A. Class A. Thank you, Darth Steve. Friggin'. Or Mike. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Well, no, it's not horrible at all. It's really good. Grease did win the first Man Madness. He did. I was just kidding. I love Grease. I friggin' love Grease. So much. Bruizel, the porter order is always the right order. Bruizel, whatever order you put them in is the right order. I friggin' love you, TJ. Dude. Man. TJ. I just like, this is what I had to do to get a Blanton's. I had to stand in line and beat a bunch of people up. I had to stand in line until everybody out chew their neck off if they didn't let me get a Blanton's. I had to arrive at 5 a.m. and plant landmines between me and the front door. That's just I love Bruizel. Bruizel's like, in order to get a Stag Junior, I had to get into my 1970s big car, put like $45 worth of gas in it, drive 2 miles, stop at the Total Wine, tell them to fuck themselves because they don't get shit. Then drive to my local store where there was a list on the door that said Stag Junior 1, and I said, that's mine, otherwise everybody else in here's dead. And by dead, I mean I'll just hug them to death, and nobody will blame me. That's TJ. That's not even really true. But I do love TJ. Bruizel. Anyway, Class A, the winner tonight is... That's really funny. Interesting. Lucky 7, the proprietor. This is barrel 15, 14-year, 119 proof. I literally opened a 14-year proprietor to start the show, which is interesting. Also interesting that I tasted A, and then I said I should taste the one I just opened to see if they were comparable or not. So right out of the gate, I was kind of on the same page, but then fell off after that. So first place was a 14-year Lucky 7 proprietor. Second place was Stag Junior Batch 17. Third place, Old Carter Single Barrel, number 21. Fourth place was Batch 30 Barrel. And what in the hell was in Glass D? I totally forgot. Booker's. That was right. It was a mom. Thank you. My mom's still here. My mom is here, sober and with it. Thank you, Mom, for remembering what I was drinking all night. That's pretty much what happened. Bruizel. Bruizel, I started looking at the Discord. I haven't commented yet, but I started reading it. I've been lurking in the Discord. I've been lurking so hard. Man. Got to pour that Staggy next. I haven't seen a Stag Junior in years. I mean, I've seen a single barrel. Last year I saw a single barrel, but I haven't seen an actual batch of Stag Junior in so long. They are long gone. Anyway. Yeah, Toshi, they are very good. I want to see which one. I want to do this. So I've got the winner, and I've got the one that I bought today. I bought this one, and this one was the winner tonight. So how do I confuse myself? Oh, I know. I just do this. I do this. Can I be totally honest? I swear to God, I swear on anything you could imagine I would swear on. I have no idea which one is which. That's how short term my memory is. I don't know which one is which at all. No clue. So let me do this. I'm going to smell them, and I'm going to tell you which one is better. Smell and taste them. Oh, it's a lucky 714 here for sure. Down the hatch. Oh, that's good. All partner. All partner. That's good. Oh, too close, back to back. Oh, I think this one's better, which is, oh, yeah, that's enough. That's enough for tonight. That was too close back to back. I think that other one might need some air or something. Whatever. Stag without the junior has not been seen. I don't think anyone has seen that ever. Lurking is the first step. It is Bruzel. It is for sure. And Bill, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I did. Rye flight ahead. There's a rye flight ahead. Ryes are way tougher than bourbons. Ryes are way more difficult. Man, it was a good 2 hours. Thank you everybody for being here. I freaking love you. That was the first flight of Christmas. The first flight of Christmas. Cameron, if you are down, there are how many there? I think there are, today is the 2nd. I think there are some doctors or mathematicians or physiologists, archaeologists, you know what I mean? Astrologists, compartmentalists would consider to be 5 Fridays in December. Is that right? Let me count them. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. 5 Fridays in December. Cameron, let me know if you're available any of those Fridays. Let's do a very merry Matt Madness. Cameron versus Matt. Shelf Turds host it. Haven't talked to them yet. But what time is it there? Midnight? It's midnight there. Let's see. It is midnight. It's probably too late to call. But it's fine. He knows better. Bruzel would have answered.
Hello, you've reached Dave.
Well, he's probably getting some. If David and Kira can't do it, then I'll ask Bruzel, because I would imagine Bruzel can host a show. He can basically. I think Bruzel could take charge of some shit, and that's what I would need. I should hire Bruzel for security for Matt Madness. He just has the ability just to kick everybody out, and that'd be a good idea. Anyway, Sean would answer. He would answer. Bruzel probably. All right. He's been under the weather? Oh, shit. I'm sorry, David. Should have asked. All right. Tonight was fun. Thank you, Bill, for the flight. The first flight of Christmas, I really enjoyed it. I was so far off on all of these. Maybe I should take them one at a time. But what's the fun in that? What is the fun in that? I do think, though, that my order was all right. I think the last two were definitely belonging in the last two. My top three were definitely should have been top three. I got the Buffalo Trace product correct. I got the Barton product correct. got the oldest one. I mean, just trying to pat myself on the back. Right on the back. It's hard though. I'm huge. All right. Love you all so much. Cheech would answer. He would. Only surprise is the old Carter wasn't higher. It was very, very good. Very good. I really liked it. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind. I'm doing a video every single day for 25 days in a row. And if you ain't into that, then you ain't into this, because that's what this is doing. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do it. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, then what the hell are you waiting for, jerk? And make me one promise that when a video comes out every day this month, you'll at least watch it, or at least click on it and mute it. That's what I do when Sean talks. I watch the Bourbon Junkies very close. When Sean's talking, it's muted. When Dan talks, the volume is just down a little bit. That's all. That is all. Oh, and Ophidian with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Didn't have much to say, but I really, really appreciate it. My mom would answer, Mom, would you really? You'd be like, hello, it's me, Mom. It's me, but your dad's sleeping. A very merry madness coming soon. I hope so, Cameron. That'd be so much fun. Great live show. Thank you so much, McWhiskey. I'm out of here. It is time for bed. And by that, I mean editing. I need to edit the 4th day of Advent, because that song, the Hallelujah song at the beginning, copyright strike every time. I've got to dispute it every single day. That's 25 disputes for that song, because I love that song. Do 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 do.